Good morning, my angels. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another glorious day. But today we are in London. I've got a back-to-back day today. We've just arrived actually on the corner of Upper Phillimore Gardens. We are doing a shoot this morning street style. We're then heading over to a beautiful event with Heidi Klein. I've then got a lunch meeting at the 22 at 12:30, and then we've got a 2 till 4 over at the Amori Hotel with Mytheresa, and then one final meeting and home. So it's going to be a really busy day. It has gone just 10 AM, so we're in town, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I'm not shooting this, so I need to get changed. It is quite literally street style, but I'm so glad. I always bring the car up just for safety. Come in, Angel. Anna's just testing lighting, and I'm just going to get ready. So I'm going to switch you off, but I'm going to bring you along with me for behind the scenes, show you around. So let's do this. Okay, well that was a little bit of a whirlwind. Look number 1 is done, and we're now heading off to like the Marylebone area because that's where the event. We're going to the Landmark Hotel, which is the event with Heidi Klein, but we are going to shoot this beautiful look first. So let's head over there. I can't even tell you, this weather is just sensational. Being in London in the sunshine. Sorry, you've not seen the girls yet. The girls are here. Full team day out today.
Ronnie and Rhonda.
Got Ronnie and Rhonda as well. We're just missing Dora.
I know.
I know. We've even got the reflector in here. We don't have a name for the reflector, do we?
No, we don't. Should be another R.
Rachel.
Rachel, I like that.
Rachel the reflector. I feel like the reflector queen back here should have naming rights.
Yes, that's so true.
What would you like to name the reflector?
I'm happy with Rachel.
Happy with Rachel? Cool. Any of you have any what's the word I'm looking for?
Recommendations?
Any recommendations, or if you're what's the word when you're like opposed to?
Objections.
Yes. If you guys have any objections to Rachel, to let us know in the comments down below. But anyway, we are off to the Landmark Hotel, and fingers crossed if we get there ahead of schedule, which 6 minutes ahead of schedule. Can we shoot this in 6 minutes? Knowing us, highly unlikely. Are we going to try? Absolutely. Just arriving at the Landmark Hotel, and it is quite literally a landmark of London. Right, we are off to the Tower Suite, so I believe it's through here. In the lefts. And heading up to floor number 5. Today's busy. Today is literally back to back, but we're on the move. Look at all the kit we've got with us, my goodness. Oh, they're not gonna know what's hit them when we arrive. So we've just arrived at the Heidi Klein event, and this looks gorgeous. The collection is just stunning. So let's take a little look. So this is their high summer collection. Look at all of these beautiful colors. Look at this, they've incorporated the chocolate tones into the summer collection. Beautiful little 2 pieces from the chocolate shirts, all gold buttons with a beautiful pair, really light, and this quality of the fabrics is sensational. Into the swimwear. Oh, there is nothing quite like a Heidi Klein fit of swimwear. They know their stuff when it comes to cup sizes and bottoms, and even adding the gold detailing of this beautiful, almost like a bamboo-like hoop on the corners of your hips. It just makes all the difference. This is like screaming Mallorca, although I'm getting quite sort of south of France vibes here. This is stunning. The square neckline, the sweet little tiered skirt, and the poofy sleeves. That is beautiful. Imagine that in Mallorca against the sort of like orangey yellow tones of the natural stone, and then the lemons and oranges. It would look amazing. Beautiful beach caftans. It's so nice to see the collection before it goes live. You've got really classic, very like nautical like swimwear. We've got some palm trees. I see my mum in this. She would love that. And then we could be, there we go. The days of matching are not over, ladies and gentlemen. I could rock it with this. Look at that, low back. They've got these amazing elasticated backs so that they fit to perfection. Beautiful wrap dresses. Oh, this is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love this. I spotted this but literally as I walked in and thought, how gorgeous is that navy embroidery? So many gorgeous pieces. Oh, that is stunning. The tiered skirt with that navy and white. It's so fresh and so crisp. Let's have a little look at the back. Oh my gosh, look at the back. The back is everything. Oh, this is just beautiful. I adore this. There is nothing quite like a fresh, really classic white linen dress. I feel like it's the one piece that everybody needs in their wardrobe because you can style it so many different ways. So these are headscarves, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can
kind of wear
around
the
the
neck scarf, on the
So
back.
so
versatile.
This is our Liberty fabrics, so we're doing a pop-up with them, so they get it exclusively first in Liberty store, and then it's coming into our store in Chelsea.
Store.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so I'm very lucky. Ladies are very clever in my So this is the brand new Heidi Klein capsule collection made with Liberty fabrics. So they're celebrating 150 years, and the collection is actually named after Oscar Wilde, which he had a famous quote about Liberties, about it being the shop where artists go and shop, and you can really see that in the collection. This is a piece that I have like literally gravitated towards. I think the design and the colour combination between the pale pinks, the oranges and the brown is utterly stunning, and even down to like the little accents of gold. And you can style this with so many different things. You can have like a chocolate bikini underneath, you could pop a pair of heels on and wear it out to dinner, could even literally just wear a bikini underneath and use this shirt as almost like a caftan, but they do actually do it in the caftan. And look at the buttons. And when I say I have had Heidi Klein pieces for years and years and years, they wash so well and they come out just looking new. Look at this with the beautiful lace detail. I'm not sure whether you call this a lace, but the beautiful trim on the neckline is stunning. Now this is the King's Road, I believe. So a little bit more floral, very vibrant, and then we've got some classic cuts for Heidi Klein. If you are slightly larger chested, then I would personally say there is no better bikini brand. They really know their stuff. They put a U-bar, they have all of the support systems that you need, and they still make it sexy, ladylike and dainty. For example, this is a beautiful piece. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It is stunning. You know me, I am a pale pink girly through and through. So imagine this. Oh, stunning. I can see Tabs. Tabs has put her name down for that bikini. I agree with her. And then pop a pale pink shirt over the top. Epic look. They have all of these gorgeous bits and bobs. First and foremost, the florals are stunning. stunning. Have a little look at their sunglasses case. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful lemons, beautiful florals, loving the sun lounger. And when I say that, I would actually go as far as to say my Heidi Klein sun hat is my most worn sun hat. It does actually live in Mallorca and it is stunning. Again, the quality of these hats, you can wear and wear and wear. And another thing you can do is actually pack them so well because they're this really, really soft woven material. It scrunches up, but it doesn't dent them. Then we've got this. Oh my gosh, I love this. I feel like I belong in Nantucket with this hat. Beautiful little gold, but very understated branding, and the quality is just sensational. After a delicious lunch at the 22 and a gorgeous meeting, now arriving at the Amori Hotel. Just having a little look at the accessories. Honestly, the sunglasses at Mytheresa are sensational. They have so many different pairs. You guys know me, what I'm like with sunglasses. So just having a little look, what do we think? I have to turn the camera around just because of the light. How cool are these Miu Miu sunglasses? They are sort of like rectangular, beautiful tortoiseshell, really, really understated branding, tiny touch of gold. I love them. I really, really like these. They are beautiful and also really different. Again, more accessories. That is the Bottega Veneta pink. I adore the colour. It is just the most perfect, very, very pale pink. Beautiful ranunculus. Look, it is literally the shade of the ranunculus. Wow, these are a moment. Could you imagine walking down the street with the movement of these? They are just incredible. Kind of like a very new it bag. I've been seeing people with these beautiful Kate, almost like baguette bags. This is in that stunning beige, and you've got the chocolate behind. Isn't this beautiful? I'm loving the little vanity shape, and this is from a brand called Savette. I've never heard of that before, but it's such a beautiful bag. The quality of the suede is just stunning. So I've just picked a few pieces to try on, and I've just popped this incredible Alaya gown on. I'm obsessed with the colour. I think it's so pretty, and I think it's such a stunning colour for this spring summer. It's this beautiful, very pale, almost like turquoise blue, matches in with the eyes, and I think it's just one of those colours that is going to be around forever. But have a little look at like the ruching detail, very high necked, and then it cinches you in at the waist, and then it's got this beautiful, very flowy skirt at the bottom. But I am actually in fact going to spin you round and show you the view I am currently looking at, because to think that we are in central London with that view is quite something. It's just incredible. Absolutely incredible. The Amore Hotel is really just a little gem that's tucked away, it's hidden. You come up to the 6th floor and you see this. It's just stunning. Just taking a little look at the new Valentino collection. I love this. Look at the detail of embroidery on this beautiful collar. That is stunning. All the different colours, it's so vibrant and pretty. The yellows and the pinks. Love the gold buttons. And we've got one of these, fabulous. I mean, if you felt the weight of this bag, the quality is unbelievable. I love the oversized pockets and then also the waist detail so that you can really nip in the waist. Just so I can show you actually the full dress. It is stunning. I like the fit. Obviously, the elephant in the room is the nips. Obviously, I would normally have nipple-pasties on, so let's just not go there. They are free the nip and all of that, but the fit is sensational. I love the pleating detail. The way that it fits down the tummy, and then you're going into this beautiful, really swishy skirt. I've got the Dream Manolos on. They are so cute. The floral detail, and then you've got the pearls. They're kind of like iconic Manolos, but with a really elegant twist. And then this is actually a little Bottega Veneta bag. Love the colour. I think it's like the perfect oyster white. It's going to go with cream, sort of like ecru. However, if you are wearing like a jean look with a fresh white shirt, it's going to go perfectly. So kind of, I personally would wear it as a clutch, but it does also come with a gold chain. And it's going to be that like really classic white bag. You might even be in your bridal era. I was talking to, quite frankly, the bride of like 2026, who was going to be obviously Alex, and we were talking all about like wedding activities last night. We're talking about like wedding bags. How fabulous would this be? I think it's gorgeous. Over the shoulder, crossbody, clutch for your hen, maybe even for the wedding day. Gorgeous for every day, if that's your vibe. But anyway, tried on the first dress. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I would, however, rejig the boobie situation, but we don't have that kind of equipment with us today. So I've now got the dreamiest Max Mara suit on. It's this beautiful, very beige, pale beige base colour with a black stripe. I love the little thread ticking. We've got a chocolate belt on, the sweetest little black raffia Yves Saint Laurent bag. It is so cute, and it literally takes a micro bag to a whole another level. But we can still definitely fit a lot in this handbag, and I am adamant, I promise you, we are going to do what's in my handbag, but you're gonna have to go and follow me over on TikTok to see that video. And then the sunglasses I'm obsessed with. I don't know, I need your help. Do we go Saint Laurent, a little bit round, but they are quite similar to my Celine ones, but they are full tortoiseshell. I love them. Or where did the other ones go? I'll find the other ones, and aha, I have a very trusted little assistant here. Or do we go Miu Miu? What do we think, girls? Miu Miu or Saint Laurent?
I like these ones.
You like these ones?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Right, we're gonna go and get some shots of this epic outfit. Channeling my inner cool gal vibes. So this, again, is the size. You guys know I haven't bought either bag yet because I haven't seen the Loro Piana canvas bag in real life. So I'm waiting to see it in real life, and will then make the big decision. But the Bottega is much bigger. So from a practical point of view, because you know me, we do need, she says, holding the smallest bag, I've got her. Practicality is key. Decisions. I'm having a major Manolo Blahnik moment. Look at how beautiful these little pumps are. They're actually sheer with the little florals embroidered pale pink and utterly heavenly. Oh, and they're in my size. It is meant to be. And then these were the stunning heels that I had on, and the blush pink ranunculus. Literally a Mytheresa Manolo dream. Hello team, happy Saturday. It's been a couple of days since I spoke to you last, and it's been a busy couple of days. Thursday was amazing. It was back to back, but a really productive day. Lots of exciting meetings. There's lots in the pipeline that I'm just so looking forward to, and of course going to be sharing it with you. We have got wall-to-wall sunshine in the UK at the moment, and the garden is quite literally exploding in front of my eyes. And whenever I set you guys up, behind you is the orchard, and when I say it's blossom season, it is truly spectacular. I always think we are at least a week, if not two, behind sort of like London when it comes to the blossom. Obviously we are just over an hour outside town. We are on top of the hill, and it's a little bit chillier here, but oh, it's utterly magical and I am here for it. But I've literally just got back from the airport. Yes, I did pick up my husband in my dressing gown. So naughty, but so true. And we do like to keep it real on this YouTube channel. The hair is in the rollers and the makeup is done because we are off to one of our dear friends' 30th birthday parties this evening, and I thought it'd be really fun to get ready together. I don't quite know what I'm going to wear yet, but I thought that we could decide together. So you'll have to let me know what you think in the comments. And I've got 2 boxes here from my family at Mytheresa. They almost beat me home, which is amazing. Obviously we were with them in London on Thursday, which you guys would have watched literally minutes ago. It's always quite funny in my own head when it's been a couple of days since I've been vlogging. But I did an order for sort of like spring, summer. I'm thinking about all of those sort of like wedding guest outfits that I need, and also just, I can't help myself. They have the most stunning collection. And I've also picked up a few dresses that I think are going to be in my wardrobe for years and years to come. Real classic beauties. But we need an outfit for tonight, and it's kind of like, I always struggle when on an invitation it says smart casual. Is it smart or is it casual? Because it can't be both, and quite frankly I don't really do casual all that well, and in Oscar Wilde's famous words, you can never be overdressed or overeducated, so we're going all out, of course. So let's unbox these Mytheresa beautiful boxes together. So first and foremost, as you know, I mean, how stunning is this gift wrapping? I mean, literally getting an order from them feels like Christmas. It's all so beautifully hand wrapped, and they leave a little message like this. It says, "Thank you, your Mytheresa package has been lovingly wrapped by Yam from the Mytheresa team." And it's all of those small little details that make such a huge difference. And for those of you who have been subscribers for a while or watch my channel and haven't yet subscribed, then why? But maybe you might be new to my YouTube channel and might not know about Mytheresa. It's kind of like my one-stop shop for everything. And I think their brand motto is everything luxury, but actually they kind of do everything for everyone and all budgets. You can go runway Alaya, or you can go really entry level and pick up beautiful sunglasses and accessories and hats, and their customer service is unbelievable, and I really mean that. I will sit really late at night just scrolling and then have a question about sizing, and there's always somebody at their other end. I don't know how they do it, and they have the quickest delivery times. Another thing I'm not great at is most of the time I'm rather last minute, and they've just always got my back. So I've kind of done a bit of an edit, and I need to tick a few different boxes. I've got a few weddings coming up, and I wanted beautiful wedding guest dresses, and I know that's something you guys always ask me for. So I've picked and pulled a few dresses to showcase to you guys, and this was one of them. This is a stunning Rebecca Vallance dress. I loved the colour. I thought it was sensational, and it's a really pretty, rather feminine and extremely elegant style, but with a twist. And that's what I love about Rebecca Vallance. Also, price point versus quality is sensational. I really loved it. You've got like boning, you've got the little bow details, gorgeous colour. Look at that. You've got real combinations between quite bright and fuchsia pinks, and then a really rich burgundy. And I think they're so clever, because if you said burgundy, you'd kind of think like autumn winter. No. And it's kind of the dress that's going to see you through the entire spring summer season, and a stunning wedding guest dress. So that is perfect. Do we think it's right for tonight? I'm praying there's something in these boxes that are going to be right for tonight. Then this dress, I just thought, with the British summer social season coming up, and considering self-portrait are just absolutely nailing it this season, I thought this was beautiful. So full lace, round neck, short sleeved, midi in the most scrumptious, talk about blossom pink. The details, and again, the quality. This really does feel like, you know, atelier French lace, just the finish. And of course, the moment, the real star of the show here has definitely got to be the collar. And I think with just a pair of, what could we go? We could go all Nice Cream London. They are the most beautiful earrings for the most sensational price. And I think that's where Abigail is so clever with Nice Cream London. She's created the most exquisite frosting that doesn't cost a fortune. It really is costume jewellery, and I wear them every single day. They're not too precious, but they look sensational, and you just automatically feel glamorous. You know, I could be going full naked mole rat vibes, and I just put in a pair of the hydrangea and pearl earrings, and boom. Probably not what she was thinking I was going to say, but this is such a stunning dress. And they've also got a really understated sequin stitched into the lace, so when the light hits it, you are going to glisten. This is stunning. Absolutely stunning. You're going to see a lot of people wearing this dress, not only to rather formal weddings, but Royal Ascot, Goodwood. I mean, this is sensational. And even the bottom, look at how they've done the hem. It's almost like scalloped, but with that rough lace edging. Chef's kiss. Imagine a Vivian Sheriff. Oh, actually, do you know what? I've still got it here. Off she goes. Only because I've been rather lazy, in all honesty, and haven't popped her back in her hat bag. But okay, major wedding guest dress. I mean, quite frankly, you've stolen the show. You might show up the bride in this, which is never the plan, But imagine Vivian Sheriff hat. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna rock this with the rollers. Vivian Sheriff hat, self-portrait pale pink dress. I don't know why I'm holding it up like this, because we are actually going to, in fact, try this on, see what it looks like. I don't think it's going to be right for tonight. We need like classy, elegant, quite cute, with a little bit of hint of like sexiness. And this dress might just be it. Hello, Polka Dot. Polka Dot is having a moment, but quite frankly, in my book, Polka Dot is timeless. It's never going to go out of style, and I really, really enjoy watching brands recreate it in different styles, and Self-Portrait have done a beautiful job here. I actually saw this in Harrods and I thought it was just gorgeous, utterly stunning. But one thing that Mytheresa has, if you are a brand new client, so if you've never shopped with Mytheresa before, you get a discount as a first time buyer. So take advantage of that. You're getting brand spanking new season for less than what you would have to buy it from directly that brand, if that makes sense. So definitely take advantage of that, and also make sure to take advantage for the first time. Don't just buy one dress. Get a few, because obviously once you've used that discount, you're sadly not a first time buyer anymore. But definitely a little sneaky top tip there. I got this in a size 8. It does look quite wide around the back, and it looks quite short, but I think that this could be perfect. It's a beautiful silky ivory base with a navy polka dot. So I'm thinking navy Manolo, maybe navy Miss Dior bag. Decisions. We are going to have to try on together. And then reverse the colour and make it into a maxi, a dress that I have been eyeing up for months. Has got to be this. And again, I'm not 100% sure. I got this in the ivory with the navy polka dot in a size 6, and the girls, well, I couldn't like exhale. And considering I'm quite an expressionate person in my arms and I like to dance, and quite frankly tonight there's going to be a few margaritas consumed, and a size 6 I would have probably burst. So I got it in a size 8. It does have this very clever bra inbuilt into the dress. It's got this beautiful neckline, and if I can show you really closely, have a little look at the pleating over the bust. So your bust is going to sit in this part here. It's going to sculpt down the waistline. I would say it is slightly drop waisted, and then it poofs out over your hips. So fingers crossed the 8 is going to be better and still fits me around the waist. I just thought a timeless classic. Imagine a beautiful ivory headband and a little pashmina or a little cropped jacket, and this would be stunning for a wedding guest dress. Or Goodwood. I mean, it's an icon and it's a timeless beauty. So I can't wait to try that on and pray that it fits how I'm imagining it. If not, I think I might actually have something very similar made. I'm really hoping that Self-Portrait is going to be the one, but I've kind of got this, you know, when you have a real picture in your mind as to the dress you are imagining. I'm definitely thinking strapless with a little bit of pleating detail, waisted, might even into like a V would be beautiful, and then it to go out. And I want it almost in between a maxi and a midi, like literally just above the ankle, I think is the most elegant length. And with a strapless, I think there's a fine line. It has to fit perfectly, otherwise you spend the whole day like waking it up, and it grates me. So if that doesn't fit, then I must say I have actually scoured the internet. I might have to end up speaking to the incredible team at the Modiste and potentially make a piece that's going to be in my lifetime, my whole lifetime, and hopefully a generational dress. Okay, let's have a little look. What do we have in here? Oh, she's stunning. So a few weeks ago, I think you guys will remember, Mark and I had a very spontaneous weekend in London, and we did a spot of shopping, or window shopping, or sort of like peruseling, I shall say, around the shops on a Sunday. And we went into Zimmermann, and I saw this and fell so deeply in love with it. Now, it's the classic Zimmermann boned corseted dress, midi dress, but it's the florals and the colour combination that is truly, truly scrumptious. So we've got the most divine collection of different hydrangeas and all of the colours, from the blues and the purples and the lilacs, the pale pinks, the blush. Even look at this very, very pale baby blue. We've got greens in here, and it kind of like ombres out into the most stunning ballerina skirt. It has very, very sweet little spaghetti straps. You've got the elasticated panel at the back, which just makes the fit chef's kiss. It's definitely quite a girly dress, and I think with like Chelsea Flower Show, Henley Royal Regatta, again a wedding guest dress. Now I think you would have to go quite vibrant with the accessories. I mean, it's definitely not white, but it is, I would say, quite bridal, so I'd be very careful with picking some, maybe like a beautiful lilac hat and go all lilac accessories. And I think this is just a show-stopping dress from Zimmermann. You have also got the waist belt, which you can really decide if you want to create like a really big and quite dramatic pussy bow, or whether you want to have the bow at the back and just let that boning do the talking. Zimmermann, like, it's just outrageous in my eyes. Now, from one boned dress to another, and this is most certainly going to need a steam. This is from a brand called Simkai. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I really loved how simple it was. And it's in this fantastic like jersey-like fabric. I have, actually, you guys keep selling it out, and I don't actually know whether it's going to come back yet, but do you remember my off-the-shoulder Kate dress? And every single time I wear it, everybody's like, the link, the link, the link, the link. The links will always be in the description box down below, and if it is unavailable, I will try and find something that's similar. But always keep an eye out actually on my Instagram stories, because when that comes back in stock, I get a notification and I post it immediately, because I know so many of you love it. But I thought this was really, really similar. Now, it is strapless. You've got this beautiful curved bone detail, a really sweet, almost like a rolled waist belt that's fully built in, and then this gorgeous pleated, very sort of ethereal skirt, a real swishy number, I think. So I picked this up in a US 2, which I think is like a UK 6 to 8. It's very stretchy, and I think that not only could this is definitely bridal. If you're in your bridal era, if you are a bride-to-be, then this would be gorgeous for sort of like the rehearsal dinner. Maybe if you are having a very classy hen do, which I did not. The hen do story is a long story, and I'm definitely gonna have to save that for another time. Maybe if you are having a destination wedding, I see this on the beach, and quite frankly, you don't need to be in your bridal era in order to wear white. I wear white the entire time, and I thought that this could be perfect for tonight and the entire summer season. I have a big birthday this year, and sort of I'm like eyeing up dresses. There's it's a whole year of celebrations, quite frankly. You only ever turn that age once every year, so of course you have to celebrate it. Any excuse to celebrate, but sadly this year is is rather a big one, and I don't really know how to feel about it, to be honest with you. I'm not great with birthdays. I'm amazing with everybody else's birthdays, but my own, I've got to be honest, I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't, and I've tried everything to snap myself out of it, and rather sort of like tough love in a way. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether to do absolutely, well, I'm not going to do nothing now because we've kind of decided what we're doing, but I'm feeling a bit nervous about turning 30. I'm terrible. I kind of have this really awful feeling of anxiety that I've not, and this is in no way, you know, I don't even feel like I want to say it because I'm not asking for any sympathy at all, but I have this terrible feeling, and maybe some of you are the same, and if you have any tips then let me know how you deal with it, but like that I haven't achieved what I thought I was going to achieve by a certain age, which I think is so ridiculous, because everybody, like any other day, and I would like, I need to take my own advice, don't I? Because everybody is on their own journey and their own trajectory and has their own timeline. But there's something about being 30 that I don't know, I'm being a bit of a silly sausage, to be honest with you, but what I was saying before I went off on a completely different tangent was that I am sort of like collecting beautiful dresses, and for the big birthday, quite frankly. Now this is sensational, and a piece that I cannot wait to try on. I really, really want to invest in an Alessandra Rich dress. Now they are investment pieces, and I really wanted to try this on in the comfort of my own home, which is another great thing about Mytheresa. The returns, although I'm really hoping you're not going to need to return anything, it's just like, do you know when you go into these big department stores and you're trying things on and there's a queue and there's horrific lighting and you're hot and you're sweaty and it's just not the one, you can't get it on. I always love being in the comfort of my own home to try things on, and I saw this and I thought it was stunning. I wasn't 100% sure about the collar, but an Alessandra Rich design, I really don't know how they do it, and in terms of like this really, really elegant, almost tea dress, I haven't found another brand that's better. And last year I tried a beautiful navy polka dot Alessandra Rich dress on, and actually Mytheresa dressed me for an event and I wore it and I felt so incredible in it, and I knew I just should have bought it there and then, and I've kind of been looking for that dress ever since, and sadly it's always sold out and now not even available. So I saw this, I loved the combination of the colours, I adore pale blue, and I think it would be the perfect Royal Ascot, Goodwood, wedding guest dress, kind of that dress that's hanging in your wardrobe that, you know what, is an investment piece, but the quality is sensational and the fit is creme de la creme. So I'm really excited to try that on, and fingers crossed it makes me feel and look like the other one. And now finally, I have a few black tie weddings this year, and one of them being in Puglia, so Italy, and the vibe for the wedding is kind of like mobster wife, really, really old school, quiet luxury, Italian glamour. And I think for a black tie wedding, a black dress never goes amiss, and this is unbelievable when it comes to design. So this is, you can't quite see it because it is black, but this is a Magna Bertram dress. It's strapless, as you can see. It's got these amazing pointed sides. It's fully boned. It's beautifully corseted, almost like a Vivienne Westwood. I feel like you'll know what I mean, like that iconic, like draping down to the waist. And then the moment, and I'm really hoping it's going to pick up, yes, there we go, we've got this beautiful satin sort of like rose detail on the left hand side just below the waist. So I'm really hoping it's going to nip in at the waist. We've got this showpiece here, and then it's a midi length, and I think like a black pair of Manolos. So go all out with a pair of like black Christian Louboutins. I mean, we could even go with like a shocking red lip. Just lean full in to the Italian mobster Wi-Fi. Yeah, yeah, I love it. Not quite right for the 30th birthday party tonight. So what are we gonna do? I don't know whether we should just do a full-blown try on, or whether I'll just like select a few pieces. I kind of feel like you guys are going to want to see everything because I've now shown everything. How much time do we have? Oh my goodness! I don't have a huge amount of time. I've got 45 minutes to be like literally fully dressed, dogs walked, in the car and on our way to the party. Do we have time? I'll be quick. Let's do this. Okay, first things first, the hair had to come out of the rollers. And we're one step closer to being ready. And also, if my husband comes in, we look kind of ready to go. So that's the plan. Right, let's get the first dress on. Now, if it was a garden party and it was a tiny bit warmer, this would have won hands down. I think this may be my favourite Zimmermann dress ever. Oh, I feel so pretty, so cute, but so outrageously elegant, ladylike, but it's also got the boning of the corset, which somehow makes you feel quite sexy in a way. It's outrageous. The colour combination of this dress is sensational. This is going to sell out. All of the details, you can create a really, really dramatic pussy bow at the front with this beautiful waist belt. And any dress from Zimmermann, they never ever scrimp on the material. So this is extremely long. I tell you what, you could even do, not that I would ever suggest cutting up a Zimmermann dress, but you could even take this to your seamstress or just the tailors in maybe your local town and actually have them shorten the waist belt and then use this as maybe like a really pretty hairpiece, headpiece, a twilly on a handbag, just to really incorporate this stunning print everywhere else in an outfit. You could even have sort of like on your wrist as well. I adore this. I absolutely adore this. You are going to see me living in this dress for years, literally years, and I feel so lucky and fortunate. You know what? I don't invest in dresses that I'm not gonna wear for years to come, and I don't believe in a dress for a season, and I also don't really believe in, you know what, just continually buying and buying and buying. You need to invest in luxury pieces that are going to last you a lifetime and something that you love re-wearing. You know, this whole concept of like, you've worn it, you've been seen in it, you've had an Instagram picture in it. I couldn't give a flying toss if I've been seen in a dress before. If I love it and it makes me feel fabulous, and quite frankly, if the dress is outstanding, you can style it in so many different ways, it doesn't matter. And I feel so lucky to have, in some ways, I've kind of like collected my very own Zimmermann collection. They're all really, really different. And you know what, so many of you guys like message me on Instagram being like, can I please buy this dress? I'm like, I'm so sorry, she's from like 6 years ago and I love her and I wear her to death. And yes, they are all pretty ladies. I should start naming my dresses, but I think this one is going to have to be welcomed into the family. I do also need your help, so let me know what you think in the comments down below. I do have space for a couple of outstanding summer dresses this season. So you're gonna have to let me know out of these which ones you think I should keep. And then because the party's tonight, I'm gonna have to make that decision on my own, but I also like your thoughts. So that is the Zimmermann. As you can see, the colour is just delicious. It's kind of like a very, very pale, dusky pink is the base colour. And then they've been so clever with this exquisite hydrangea print. I'm going to bring you down. Get so close and personal. Here we go. I've got my gorgeous nice cream London necklace on. But just so that you can see the colour and the detail of it. I love the little spaghetti strap. You feel quite secure in here. I don't know actually, is that a better height? Shall I keep you at that? The only difficult thing is when I'm up close, you get the girls instead of my eyes. No, I think I will move you up a little bit. And also, it's so bright today. And we've kind of got light from coming in behind me, light from coming over there, and light at the front. My camera doesn't know what is going on, but this, does she have pockets? If she has pockets. Oh! I'm done. I'm just done. This is the dream Zimmermann dress. This is going to sell out. I'm not even joking. If you love this, bag it now. Secure it into your baskets. Oh, yes. An enormous yes from me. I knew I loved it when I saw the website. Quite frankly, every single time I try on a dress that I've adored on the Mytheresa website, I've fallen in love with it that little bit more when it's actually on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Rebecca Vallance. Beautiful red, burgundy, kind of like a deep, rich, purpley orchid midi dress. She's also got pockets. And it's really light. It's so comfortable to wear. We have a thicker strap and I like how it comes slightly thinner and then tapers out. I really adore that, but quite honestly, the star of the show is on the chest, and the way that it's supporting them, again, it nips you in at the waist and then so subtly sort of pleats out, I would say. You've got a gorgeous floaty skirt. She definitely has a twirl in her, and I love this, absolutely adore it. So I'm actually going to again bring you down to show you just how supportive this is. So I am not wearing a bra and I'm not wearing any form of sorcery underneath. I will always tell you, and I'm definitely a big fan of the boob tape. And actually that's something I was gonna say. That blue Alaya dress, unreal. I loved it. I would have to play some games with the old nipples. It was a bit much, and also standing there in front of people whilst they're taking pictures of me, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I feel as though I'm standing here naked. But that is most certainly not the case with the Rebecca Vallance. And look at this, we've got these really sweet little bows which are really feminine and very pretty, and bows are most certainly going to continue throughout 2025. They're here to stay. But they've managed to combine quite a sweet and rather demure moment with the bow, but underneath you've got the cutout and you've got like a bit of cleavage. I know. I really like this. It's fully lined in cotton. It is so light, and when I say it is outrageously comfortable, I think this is gorgeous. And again, the length, it's just that tiny bit longer than the Zimmermann one. And I think with a pair of, tell you what should we do? I've got my little white Manolos here, and I think you could go, because of this beautiful, rich purple, you could go with a stunning ivory hat with maybe pull the colour from the orchid. It's my top tip for you if you are looking for an outstanding outfit this spring summer for possibly a wedding or any of the British summer social season events. Obviously just be careful with your shoulders as to the event that you're going to, but imagine an amazing hat and then pull the colour from the orchid of the dress and place an orchid within the hat. Unbelievable. Beautiful pair of like white heels. These are the white Manolos, and yes, these shoes are very, very special to me now. And actually, I don't know, it's a funny one, and I don't know quite how I feel about it. These are the exact shoes that my darling Alex got engaged in, and I have this like feeling that I really want to gift her the shoes, but I have worn them so many times, so they're a bit like scuffed, and is she gonna be like, she's given me like a dirty worn pair of shoes? I don't know, you're gonna have to let me know. Like I feel really like they're kind of her shoes. She got engaged in them, I lent them to her, and obviously if you haven't seen that vlog, then it is an epic one. We managed to pull off the biggest surprise engagement you will have ever seen. I vlogged the entire thing. She had no idea, and we were meant to be going to a brand event with Joe Loves. Obviously the whole thing was a complete farce. And I told on the invitation from Joe Loves, it was glamorous winter whites because we were celebrating their new scent. And she said to me, Leo, I don't have any white shoes. And I'm like, girl, I've got you. I've been through and I'm out the other side from a bridal era. I've got more white and ivory shoes than you can shake a stick at, darling. Of course you can borrow some. In come the Manolos. So these are the very little shoes that Alex trotted down the little aisle and got engaged in. So I really feel like she should have them as like a bit of a, I don't know, like a memento of the day, but equally they are pretty trashed, and it might be a bit weird that I've given her like a used pair of my shoes. I don't know, you're gonna have to let me know what you think about it, but I think they're beautiful with this dress. So white Manolos and a gorgeous hat. And that's another incredible thing. You know what, Vivian and I we've had this just incredible relationship for years and years and years. Actually, my mother, do you know what? My mother has introduced me to so many incredible brands, all female founded, that were kind of like up and coming. And she was the one that actually first had a hat made, probably about, gosh, like 7, 8 years ago. And then Vivian very kindly made a hat for my mum for one of our sort of like wedding occasions, and then ever since then we have been working together. And that's something that I'm not sure whether people really know, is their bespoke side. So if you have got a dress and you're looking for a hat to match, then they have the bases, which are these parts of the hat, and they have them in so many different colours. So don't ever be afraid to reach out to the Vivian Sheriff team, because they most of the time will have a base that will match, and then they dye these beautiful florals. Like for example, I showed this to you last year. This was the hat that they made me for Royal Ascot, and these are peonies made out of feathers, Swarovski crystals, French lace. We've got the iconic little twist that Vivian Sheriff does, stunning netting, and they could not have made a hat that was more me if they tried. I felt so honoured wearing this. But anyway, Vivian and her entire team are incredible, and if ever you are looking for a hat and you can't find something online or maybe even on Vivian's website, literally reach out to her, because their team are unbelievable. And another thing, we are always like rushing to get something finished, or like I haven't had the outfit finalized, and Vivian and her incredible designers are like, Leo, we need like at least a day if not 2 to make it, and I'm like, go go go, and they always manage to pull it off, and I always feel incredible wearing her pieces, and I feel very honored to wear her pieces. But anyway, this dress is absolutely beautiful. It's the perfect combination between classic, elegant, timeless, but with a hint of sexiness with the bust area. Oh, I'm in love. And she has pockets. Just the best. I will never, never not be able to have a dress that has pockets now. Oh, it's amazing. I have one word for this dress. Wow. Like, wow. This is the self-portrait embellished lace dress, and it is unbelievable. This is so beautiful, extremely elegant, but yet still so glamorous. So we have the moment around the collar, and just the way that the light hits it, you get the real glisten moment. It's beautiful, and the way that they've run these seams down the whole way of the dress really makes it look like a bespoke atelier piece. I love how they've left the raw edges and a scalloped trim on both the little sleeve and also the very bottom of the dress. So it's so beautifully fitted, and then it goes down into a swishy skirt. This is outstanding, really, really outstanding. So if you have any weddings that are sort of those really traditional English church weddings, absolutely love them. My wedding was one of them. Imagine, I mean, I can't get the same hat, but it would work. Look at her. See, we've managed to be able to style this hat with pretty much every single outfit. And if ever you are looking for this specific hat, I actually think, I was looking at the website the other day, Vivienne has actually started to make this hat. So you could, I think you actually can buy this hat now. So this was fully bespoke, and they had this shape of the disc in another design. And I was like, I love that base, but can we do something different with all of the embellishments? And yeah, they did, and now I think they are selling this exact hat. So if you do love this, then I will try and find it, and I will leave the details to the hat down below. But look at that with this. I love it. With the little pouffon sleeves. Look at this. Look at how beautifully finished the little shoulders are, and you can really see the detail and the quality of this beautiful lace. We've got these gorgeous crystals, the beautiful pearls, and then it does actually have a removable little slip underneath. So in terms of, I'm going to be really honest with you guys, in terms of underwear, I'm currently actually not wearing anything, because I was wearing a pair of black knickers that didn't look great. I mean, you could kind of see like a faint line, so whipped those off. So currently a bit commando underneath, which I would not suggest, but everybody each to their own. You never quite know what... I can assure you I do not go out like that, but chest wise it's really, really supportive. So I have this in a size 8 for reference. I think I'm not sure whether I would go down a size, because I would like it to just nip me in slightly more on the waist, but it fits the chest, the arms and the length to perfection. I could not recommend this dress more if I even tried. I do not have the words in my vocabulary. It is stunning, stunning. Get it immediately. Now don't be alarmed, I just want to show you what I mean by a detachable slip. So this side has come off, and this side, as you can see, they actually have a little thread and a little popper, so you can detach it or attach it as you wish, and that is just the slip. And quite frankly, these slips are so handy with so many different dresses, and I love the fact that they give you the choice. You might want to pop the slip on first. We've all been there where we've tried to put the slip on and then we've all got stuck and it's all got a bit awkward, but it's also important to be able to share with you the underneath of the dress, and also the quality of the slip is beautiful. You're not going to sweat. It's gorgeous, utterly gorgeous. It also does have adjustable straps as well. They have thought of everything. I didn't want to be in love with this dress as much as I am. Oh my goodness, the details of this. Quite honestly, when I try an Alessandra Rich piece on, it completely justifies the price point in my eyes. They are investment pieces, but when I tell you the quality, the design and the fit is truly phenomenal. You know when you see somebody wearing a piece and you're like, it's a showstopper. I think this is it. I haven't quite been able to get the very top of it done, but there's so many different design features on this dress, but yet it still looks so understated. So let me talk you through that. Obviously we have the oversized sort of like cheesecloth, quite Provençal, Frenchy collar. That is then trimmed with a beautiful lace detail. We have a detachable shoulder pad in here, which frills and plies down the stunning chiffon silk sleeve. We have beautiful covered buttons, which you have a slight balloon sleeve, not too much, but enough to notice. Then of course we've got the bow. We've got a double-breasted covered button detail going on across the bust. It is so beautifully waisted. And then we have this little number, which I think is so clever for multiple reasons. One, it draws your eyes to the smallest point of our body, so our waist, and then it so elegantly just ruffles out. But if you were hiding like multiples of sins underneath here, aka after lunch, epic idea. And then it has just the most beautiful fit. When I say in Alessandra Rich, I've never found a dress that makes my bottom look like a Picasso painting as much as an Alessandra Rich dress. Look at it. Oh, it's divine. And it has even a little swish at the bottom. Oh, I love it so much. But is it the one? I've been saving and saving and saving and saving for a piece like this. Is this the one? I love the colour. I love the type of flower. I like that fact you've got cornflower blue, baby blue. I could pop my beautiful Tivon Fine Jewellery aquamarines in, and I think it would really, really pop. It's very, very demure, but still so ladylike. I could see Princess Diana wearing something like this, or Jackie Kennedy. I mean, it's so classic, but yet so current. I don't know how they've done it, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please, please let me know what you think of this. Does she stay or does she go? I don't know. I love it so much. Oh, she's beautiful. Utterly beautiful. I think this might be my favourite Mytheresa order I've ever done. And I'm seriously leaning in to this sexy Italian mob wife vibe. I mean, I don't know how anybody else feels about it, but one of the things I was so lucky to have been gifted, the only thing is I think I do need a smaller size, because I am going to be constantly hoiking this up. It is just a little bit too big for me around the bust and possibly the waist. But imagination, my grandmother's floor-length mink. I mean, I don't know what I'm thinking. The wedding's in September in Puglia. I'm going to be sweating my bottom off, but it's for the vibes. I'm thinking like big black sunglasses. We need like a headband with a black veil, and then like long Cornelia James lace gloves. But this dress is unreal. If you've got any black tie events, black tie weddings, if you just need like a sexy little black dress in your wardrobe, please, please get this. It is amazing. I would suggest to actually size down, because I do have a lot of room in here, and I would say I'm the larger chested size of the spectrum for a size 8. We've got a beautiful floral detail, and the way that they've curved it down is so elegant. It's so timeless and classy, but oh so sexy. I mean, what? We just need Marcus to walk in now. I think we should do that. I've actually been seeing on TikTok all of these videos of like the husbands and the boyfriends rating the outfits. How do we feel about that? I think we should do like a big haul and get Mark's thoughts on all the dresses. I'm not sure whether he'll have the patience. We'll have to get Marcus on the bed. do not take that out of context. And then he can like rate the outfits. But love the length. We've got a little slit at the back. Wow. Wow. This is just utterly scrumptious. And now I'm like slightly rushing because we've got about 15 minutes before I need to be dressed and have left. I love this so much. I'm like literally so sad that I think I'm literally between sizes, which is so rare for me. It fits so perfectly across the bust, like no hoiking up, it's pure perfection, but it's huge over the waist and hips. Oh, I love this so much. Like the pleating detail. Oh God, guys, I'm heartbroken. The problem is I do have like an abnormally small waist, and I don't mean to sound big-headed. I have other things that outweigh the small waist, but I adore the pleating detail across the bust and the way that it's like almost cupped. It's so clever, the design of this. The quality of the fabric, it has almost like a really beautiful, very silky sheen to it, and I love the drop waist. I mean, this is not what I think it's meant to look like. This is slightly lower than it should be, and it's a lot bigger. I mean, if I really sculpt it in, that is what it's meant to look like. So I could actually have it fully chopped up, but I think that that's kind of defeats the object, really, doesn't it? This is something I've really wanted for years and years and years and years, and I don't know whether just to have kind of maybe a dress made. I'll speak to the modiste team. Actually, that's another tip of mine. If you guys are local to me, or maybe not even local, because she has the most incredible wedding side of her business, and predominantly that's where she started off. She is the most incredible dressmaker. They have their own collection. They do beautiful page boy, bridesmaid, little flower girl dresses. They make the most exquisite veils, so that's really like the bread and butter of her business. But she also does fully bespoke, and I mean fully bespoke wedding gowns. They made my Henley Festival, you know, the really beautiful, very Grace Kelly pale blue. I'll pop a picture of it here. They made that gown for me for Henley Festival, and I think I'm going to commission them to make a polka dot dress and kind of have all the design features that I love. I mean, this is beautiful, absolutely stunning. And I love it so much, it just doesn't fit. And I've tried the 6 and I couldn't physically breathe. And the 8 is too big. Now, can we just pray? Can we pray for the last dress? Because if this doesn't fit me, then we're gonna have to very quickly pick another dress for tonight. I need all your fingers, your toes, your legs, everything crossed for the next dress, and then I really need to leave. Guys, this was like camouflaged into my bedspread. The Simca dress. Oh my giddy aunt. It's light, it's floaty, and oh my goodness, is it oh so sexy. And considering it's wall-to-wall sunshine, I could have like a little pashmina or little cropped jacket over the top. The boning is everything. The way that it sculpts into my waist, and then it has this like jersey-like, as I said, so flirty, so floaty skirt to it. Love the length. You could be literally wearing sandals walking down the beach. You could have stilettos on and wear it out. I'm really flabbergasted by this brand. It was a brand that I discovered through Mytheresa. They have just the most amazing array of different brands, and for me to find somebody that I've never heard of is quite the feat. And it's something that Mytheresa is unbelievable at. Finding new and emerging and young and quirky, unique brands. Oh, I love it. I love it. Again, price point for a piece like this, it's amazing. And again, it's going to be in your wardrobes for years and years. I also think it's really different. Okay, we have the final self-portrait number. Oh gosh, guys. Okay, it's going to be up to 2. It's either going to be this or this. Size 8. Is it gonna fit? Let's try. Okay, she fits. She is so cute. It is quite short for me, and I will say that the sort of pouffant starts literally at your waist. Incredible square neckline, gorgeous straps, so timeless and classy, with a beautiful, very silky oyster and a classic navy polka dot. Never goes amiss. I love the skirt. It is quite exaggerated, I will give you a heads up on that. It has a really sweet, considering I've just told you I'm commando underneath, I best not twirl too much, otherwise you'll definitely get more than what you bargained for. But it is really, really cute. I mean, it does make me look as though I have kind of like legs for days. It's a bit of an optical illusion. Oh, I might have to get the husband's thoughts on this. Do we go cute, short and flirty, or do we go with quite ladylike but really ultra sexy with the boned simcar? Oh, I don't know. Okay. Oh, guys, I don't know, but I really need to get ready. But that is everything tried on. This has probably been the most hectic try on you've ever seen, but I always have so much fun with you guys. It's been such a pleasure bringing you to London with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've loved this. Any questions on the dresses at all, please just leave a comment down below. I will respond to everything I possibly can, and also my DMs on Instagram are always open for you guys. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'm not quite sure which dress I'm gonna wear. And I have promised my husband that he gets me to himself tonight. I'm sorry, I know, I'd love to take you with me, but very sadly I am not going to. I hate it because I feel like I'm letting you guys down, but you are all so kind, and you guys always understand when I say to you that I'm not going to be vlogging tonight. I'm just gonna leave you at home and I'm going to be giving Marcus and of course the birthday boy my full attention. So thank you so much for watching. I will leave all of the details to all the dresses that I've tried on, along with the other bits and bobs that I'm sure I've spoken about. We've definitely gone off on a few different tangents today, from engagement shoes to being commando, hats, the full shebang. You've had absolutely everything, but I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the subscribe. I would be so grateful, and I just feel so lucky and honoured to be able to share all of these beautiful things and my life with you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and most importantly, sending you so much love.